You'll never build wealth until you face your fears. Not your excuses, not your goals, your fears. Because money doesn't disappear when you chase it. It hides behind everything you're afraid to do, every risk you avoid, every call you don't make, every move you don't take. You think your problem is lack of opportunity. It's not. It's fear. Everyone says they want freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, lifestyle freedom. But here's the catch. Freedom isn't free. You pay for it with discomfort. Most people never get rich because they spend their entire life avoiding pain. They want success that feels safe. They want growth without uncertainty. They want rewards without risk. That's not ambition. That's fear management. They tell themselves they're being patient or waiting for the right time. They're scared. Scared to invest, scared to fail publicly, scared to look stupid. And the worst part? They've convinced themselves it's rational. You can't build wealth with a fear-based mindset. Because fear doesn't just stop you from losing, it also stops you from winning. Let's get real. You can't master wealth until you master fear. Here are 3 truths you need to face if you ever want to get rich. Truth number 1. Fear is the real currency of success. Money follows courage, always has. Every wealthy person you admire, they've paid a price you haven't yet. Not in dollars, but in fear. The entrepreneur who quit their job to start something from scratch, they paid in uncertainty. The investor who risked half their savings, they paid in anxiety. The creator who posted their first video, they paid in embarrassment. Every big move comes with fear as the entry fee. The question isn't, are you scared? It's, are you willing to pay anyway? See, fear doesn't mean stop. It means you're stepping into something real. You can read all the business books you want, but until you get comfortable feeling exposed, you'll always play small. You'll stay in the comfort zone and call it strategy. Lesson: if you're not scared, you're not growing. Truth number 2. Fear disguises itself as logic. Let's talk about the clever side of fear, the rational mind. You'll say things like, I'll start once I save a little more. I need more research. I just want to be prepared. Sounds smart, right? But it's not logic. It's fear pretending to be discipline. Real discipline is doing the thing despite uncertainty. Fake discipline is using preparation as procrastination. You'll never feel ready. The market won't wait for your confidence to catch up. The longer you analyze, the louder fear gets. Because thinking feels safe, acting doesn't. And that's how people spend years planning to change their life, and never do. Lesson: fear isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers in perfect logic. Truth number 3. Fear of loss kills more dreams than failure ever will. You're not afraid to win. You're afraid of what you might lose getting there. The comfort, the stability, the identity. You say you want to make 6 figures, but deep down, you fear becoming someone your friends won't relate to. You say you want to build a business, but you fear outgrowing people who matter to you. You say you want freedom, but you fear letting go of the things that keep you safe. That's the hidden cost of success. You have to release who you were, and that's why most people don't evolve. They want the reward, but they're addicted to safety. Lesson: you can't protect your comfort and build your dream at the same time. Now imagine this. What if fear didn't mean danger, but direction? What if every time you felt resistance, that was your map? Because the truth is, fear points straight toward growth. You're scared to post that video? That's where your power is. You're scared to invest? That's where your next level is. You're scared to start? That's where your future is hiding. Fear isn't the enemy, it's the compass. When you reframe fear as feedback, everything changes. Instead of running, you start chasing it. Instead of avoiding, you start exploring. That's how entrepreneurs separate from the crowd. They stop waiting to feel ready and start training themselves to act scared. That's the secret. Courage isn't confidence. Courage is acting while your hands are shaking. Every time you do something afraid, your nervous system adapts. Your fear tolerance grows, and suddenly, the things that used to terrify you become normal. That's when your results explode. Not because the world changed, but because your threshold did. The higher your tolerance for fear, the higher your ceiling for success. You want to know what the real wealth mindset is? It's not about affirmations or vision boards. It's emotional resilience. The ability to feel fear and move anyway. That's the mental muscle most people never build. And it's the one that separates those who dream from those who earn. So here's your choice. You can keep letting fear run your life and call it logic. Or you can decide to face it and call it growth. Because wealth doesn't come to the smartest person. It comes to the one who can sit with fear the longest without flinching. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You need to get honest about what you're scared of and confront it. That's the work. You're not behind. You're just hiding. But the moment you stop letting fear dictate your actions, you'll realize something. Everything you've been chasing was never out of reach. It was just on the other side of fear. So here's the command. Stop trying to avoid fear. Start walking straight into it, because fear is the gatekeeper of freedom, and the only way out is through.